Hi again, everybody, and welcome inside Cable Dama Arena for this Major Arena Soccer League broadcast. Alongside my partner, Eric Bergerud, I'm Nick Vassos. It is Kansas City and Milwaukee once again renewing their rivalry. The Comets are at the top of the table with 18 points, but Milwaukee is close behind, just 5 points back. These games are going to be very important down the stretch.
Well, they are critical, and if you're the Comets, you want to get all 3 points at home, and more importantly, take 3 points from your bitter rivals, Milwaukee Wave.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Now, the Comets have the best defender in the MASL in Chad Vandergriff. But, Eric, let's talk about some offensive-minded defenders, and let's start first with Milwaukee.
One of the cogs of the Wave machine. He is Super Mario Alvarez. He could play offense. He could play defense. 5 goals, 6 assists, and 1 Defender of the Week award already this season.
Yeah, and for Kansas City, they've got 1, too, and a big left foot.
Yeah, and he started off the first goal of the season in St. Louis. That's Lucia Tetsane. 4 goals, 3 assists, and incredibly 21 block shots as well.
Okay, Eric, we have to talk about Mr. Derek Huffman, the #1 villain in these parts over here. He is back after a 5-game suspension, and guess who is going to come back to play?
Against Kansas City. And if you were concerned he wasn't back, Milwaukee Wave social media wanted you to know he's back because he was featured on all their graphics today.
Hey, we're going to have some fireworks and a good game between Milwaukee and Kansas City. Kickoff coming up next.
Withers Farm, brand new 1- and 2-bedroom apartments in Liberty, and the exclusive housing partner of your Kansas City Comets. Enjoy modern luxury living. From spacious walk-in closets to a 24-hour fitness center, we have you covered. And yes, your pets are welcome too. Stop by or visit us online to schedule a tour of your brand new luxury home at the Bonavia at Withers Farm.
At Furniture Options, we make it easy to get comfortable fast. From individuals to businesses, we provide stylish, ready-to-live-in furniture within 2 business days. Choose your package, set your schedule. We'll take care of the heavy lifting. Furniture Options. Temporary furniture. Real comfort. Visit FurnitureOptions.com to get started.
Nobody does sports medicine like OSI does, which is why we are now the official sports medicine provider of the Kansas City Comets. We believe in a comprehensive, whole-person approach to medical care. We put in the work off the field so our players can succeed on the field.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on MASL TV, MASL Plus, and Fox Soccer Plus, along with our regular streaming partners. MITRE is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League, is tied and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at mitre.com. Eric Bergerud, a tired Nick Vassos, and I'll explain that later. Luxel Zinga live from Cable Dama Arena for what is arguably the fiercest rivalry in the Major Arena Soccer League, the Milwaukee Wave and the Kansas City Comets. Nick Vassos, my broadcast partner, was just honored on the field for 3 decades of service as the voice of indoor soccer in Kansas City. And he ran up here with the shoe untied, which I thought was a little risky. Partner, we're ready to call this game.
Let's go! Let's go! Eric Bergerud, Nick Vassos, out of breath. Luxel Zinga down on Silverstein at Centers Field. Woo! I went up 2 floors pretty quickly.
You're really fast.
And here's Milwaukee with Saucia drive, and that one wide to the right. Kansas City and Milwaukee battle for the rebound. And it's back to Sanchez. Sanchez fakes it. Now a left-footed shot blocked by Kansas City.
And Nacho trying to clear it. And he does, falling down backwards.
Little surprising goal. Julio Coronado getting the start for Philip Ejimadu. Not too much of a surprise. William Bonahene, Willie B in goal for the Milwaukee Wave.
Comets will go for their first change of the match. Coronado gets it out to Leo Acosta. He can't run it down. Sanchez gets it up now over to Sanchez. Look out, ding dong off the far post. He can shoot it from anywhere, folks. 10 goals. He's third in the league in scoring.
But first in the league in the most important category that we just discovered this week, Wallace scorer goals this season. He leads the league with 3 goals, 1 assist from Wallace scorers. In fact, the Wave, the most Wallace scorer goals of any team in the MASL.
Lennis couldn't track that one down. Had to pull that right arm back so he wouldn't get called for a handball. Meanwhile, Steinwascher out with it, sends it forward right to Pino of the Comets, and then over to Lennis. Lennis, a leading pass to Acosta off the boards, trying to Wallace score there. No one home for KC. Ludwig on the far side. Double teamed by a pair of Comets. It squirts off. Andreas comes out with it. He shoots.
Good
Willie
save.
B. The wall makes the save.
I feel like you should take a breather a little bit, partner. That was a lot of running.
I do. I mean, I'm never down on the field. And, of course, they told me what I was supposed to do, and I forgot.
Came back up to start the broadcast.
I did. Kansas City. Oh, here's Marquez. Whoa, he can't get it past Tony Walls. And the rebound out to Tetsane.
Went shoulder to shoulder on Ludwig to create some space, but nothing happening for the Comets there.
Marquez to Tetsane. That's that offensive-minded thinking defender we talked about in the pregame show. Comets will hold it and wait for some changes to come back on. Here comes Dom Francis, DeBray Holloman. Zach Regan is out there as well. Here's Marcel Berry. And Berry, happy to be back in the lineup. Turned his ankle, and that kept him out for a couple of weeks, but he's back in there running in the midfield. Coronado gets it out to the half line, touched back to Berry.
Huffman offering a little pressure on Coronado. Coronado, first time touch with his left foot to get the ball moving the other direction.
Here's Reggett walking it up, now increases his gait, trying to get by El Squida. Right side, Pino making a bid for his second goal of the year.
Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com to shop the new MASL fan store for the latest MASL and team gear.
Here's Kyle Crane. Crane hasn't been in the lineup in a while. The big guy from Cedarburg, Wisconsin, has yet to play this year. This is his first game.
Ryan Sigich, head of officials, head of the crew today, will come over and lift his blue card. Too many men.
Milwaukee, and Kyle Crane's going to be going off.
And every member of the Kansas City Comets bench had their hand in the air to pantomime the 2-minute call. And there's the extra player coming out.
Yep.
And opportunity here for Kansas City.
So KC goes on the power play. So far this year, the Comets are 27%. They're 3 of 11. And the penalty killing unit for Milwaukee, they've only been down a man 5 times, and they've killed it 3 times.
They've been off. Their last game, Milwaukee, was New Year's Eve. They hosted and beat the Empire Strikers. So they're rested, but they're not completely healthy. No Ian Bennett, no Ricardo Carvalho, and no Oscar Flores, who was questionable for the game. And so those are 3 important pieces of that Wave offense.
And Breno also lost him earlier in the season. He's been out for a while and just had surgery down in Brazil. Comets will have it on the goalkeeper distribution.
Think you can predict the MASL? Head over to nxtbets.com to place your wagers on all the MASL action this week, or this season, this weekend too.
Here's Acosta with Tetsane. Swing it right side for Reggett. Zach on over to Leo. Acosta playing in his 6th game. Comets got it in the box, but the shot from Tetsane up and over the goal, out of bounds.
Kind of hit it with the side of his foot, went underneath it as opposed to going down with his laces, and you could see the ball just literally right, it went off his foot. But that's what they're looking for, is to get, the Comets love to get left-footed players on the right side of the field hitting across the goalkeeper. Didn't work for them that time.
48 seconds left on the penalty to Milwaukee. No score between Kansas City and the Wave. Here's Acosta. Looking down to the corner to Nacho. Instead, right up front and center now. Swing it right side for Zach. Reagan, a right-footed pass to Tetsane. Not a lot on that one. Almost taken away by Milwaukee. And back to Tetsane. Comets trying to get organized on this power play here. Only 22 seconds left. Now Acosta down to the corner to Nacho. He shoots and he hits it. Top shelf where Grandma keeps the cookies. Comets convert on the power play and lead it 1-0.
I was just about to say Milwaukee did an effective job with the penalty kill, but then Kansas City went to the right side. Here's Tetsane, dasher board to Leo Acosta, who goes short to Nacho, above and across Willie B for the Comets goal. Let's take a look at it again. Acosta looking on the short side to his captain, who went top shelf. 1-0 Comets.
For Nacho, that is goal number 4 on the year. And for Leo Acosta, that is assist number 4. Kansas City 1, Milwaukee 0. There's Nacho. Came back, retired briefly in the offseason, now in his 10th year, all with the Comets from Santiago, Chile. El Capitan.
Much briefer retirement than Michael Jordan's from basketball.
On down to Max Ferdinand. He got a goal in that Milwaukee win back on December 12th here. This is the last game at Cable Dahmer between the Wave and the Comets. The regular season series will conclude all in Milwaukee.
Next Sunday, they return on my birthday, actually. I'll be watching at home, catching our friends Mr. Wynn and Kramer on the call.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys do a great job.
And then they have a midweek game. This is the kids game that they do up in Milwaukee. A Tuesday morning game coming up in February.
10:35.
Great way to miss school. Come out and watch the Wave.
And when the Wave score, you won't believe just how loud those kids can get. Here's Sanchez, the Waves leading scorer. Back to Walls. Then Super Mario Alvarez. He's wearing the captain's band while Ian Bennett is out. Now this is Alex Steinwasser trying to do the old Como Walla score himself, but the Comets read it perfectly.
There was one of those today.
Oh, there was.
Gio Alves scored
nice
for UCFC. Actually, they're called the Utica Riggies today.
That's right.
Passed it to himself. Not enough on that pass.
Oh, it was a good thought by Rion, just not enough pace on that ball. Huffman touches it, and the boos rain in on Derek Huffman.
I thought Daniel Torrialpo's back here.
Right.
Or if you were here with us last week.
Before him, Nelson Santana, right? Eric Bergrud, Nick Vassos, Lux Elzinga down on Silverstein Ice Center's field. Great to have you here this afternoon, Milwaukee and Kansas City. And the Comets lead it 1-0 over the Wave on a power play goal by Nacho Flores, assisted by Leo Acosta. Here's Guerrero Pino. He lifts it into the air, and then it's almost headed out of bounds by Tony Walls. Picked up by Ramirez, and then he's tripped up by the Wave, and it'll be a restart to Kansas City.
Take a look on the replay here. Funny bounce off the boards right to Ramirez.
Yep.
No harm in that foul, but it was a foul. Free kick Comets.
Tetsane behind the ball. Francis now positions himself on the left side. Acosta a drive, and that one just up and over, out of bounds, and we've got a timeout. So let's take a break. 7:30 to play in the first. Kansas City jumping out to a 1-0 lead. Kansas City and Milwaukee renewing their rivalry here at Cable Dahmer Arena. Glad you were with us. We'll be right back.
It's so important for everything I do, on and off the field. I'm Zach Reggett, forward for the Kansas City Comets. We are super excited to partner with Silverstein Eye Centers as the official eye care provider for the Kansas City Comets.
I'm Dr. Steve Silverstein. We would love to show you what eye care should be. Please call us to schedule an appointment or visit our website at silversteineyecenters.com.
I got hurt in a car wreck. Why should I call DM Law?
Because whether you have a $10,000 fender bender or a multi-million-dollar case, we'll fight to get you every dollar you deserve. A client of ours was in a wreck and had a minor head injury. We were still able to put over $23,000 in his pocket. Another client of ours had a severe leg injury, and we got them $1.1 million.
Big case or small, Mike's got this.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call me. I've got this.
Hurt in a car wreck? Call 405-900-9000.
Comets win game one. He's after game winner for the Dudes and for the Stars. And he
Welcome back to the Cable Dahmer Arena. 7:30 left in the first quarter here. Kansas City and Milwaukee going at it again. One up on Milwaukee, Kansas City, but you know the Wave are ready to go back at it. Talking about Mario Alvarez, he's second in production offensively, just behind Alex Sanchez, and he's going to be one to watch, having 5 goals and 6 assists already in 7 games they've played. Nick, Eric, what do you think?
I think he's a good player.
I mean, he's had MVP talk last season. 24 goals and 21 assists, something like that, and by far just kind of like exploded on the scene last year. And then this is his 4th year, I believe, as an indoor professional. And boy, his talent has just shown up big time, and he's one of the best in the league.
So, you know that old adage that you have to play 4 quarters in indoor soccer?
Yeah.
San Diego Sockers were down 3-0 at Utica early on. Mm-hmm. They won 4-3. So
they swept their East Coast series.
They got all 6 points. They won in Baltimore yesterday, then won at UCFC Utica Riggies today. So good results there for the 16-time champions.
Shot there by Sanchez and a save made by Coronado. Yeah, the demise of the San Diego Sockers was spoken a little too soon by some, I think, out
Just
there.
a bit premature. Weren't they the team everybody said was going to walk away with the championship? Then they lose their first game, it's over. Trade them all. They all need to retire.
Got a foul. This one's going to go against Henry Ramirez.
Ramirez coming in first.
He and Correa got tangled up.
Let's take a look at the replay. It was right in front of us. We couldn't see it too clearly live, but we'll see it here.
So,
yeah,
I could have. Yeah,
that's play.
Yeah. So it's Milwaukee's ball into the corner. It's Pino and Huffman battling, and
Pino only had 2 hands on him. That's going to be an easy call for Brian Martin. Free kick. Dangerous situation here for the Milwaukee Wave.
Comets will put a couple of players in the wall. And it looks like Mario Alvarez is going to trigger the restart for the Wave.
Watch Max Ferdinand back post here.
Sanchez comes over. He shoots and whistles that one right across the goal mouth. And it comes out towards the half line. Walls digs it out. Back to Alvarez. Alvarez leaves it for Steinwasser. Boy, those guys operating in a lot of traffic. And it's poked away. Javier running stride for stride with Barry, and then Coronado kicks it to the half line.
Coronado did a good job just getting it out of the way without getting a 3-line pass. It was really complicated ball for him to play with.
I've heard you say sometimes it's better just to get it out of there, and in she goes. Steinwasser, that's Alex Steinwasser, and he's the younger brother of Javi, and he gives Milwaukee a goal and ties the game at 1.
Watch the movement on this ball as he takes this shot. Absolutely rips it. Oh, it was a deflection, too.
Sure was.
Yeah. But watch the way the ball moves. It's going to deflect off DeBray Holloman's foot and dip right over Julio Coronado, who had gone low. Right above him. 1-1 tie.
Here's Coronado. Comets get it back. Here they come on the attack. Nacho into the corner. That one dug out by the Wave. Now Leo Acosta comes and he takes the ball away from the Wave. We've got a 1-1 tie here, and Eric, you've seen enough of these games when you have significant stars out of the lineup like Milwaukee does.
That's usually when teams step up and win, right?
Yes, I've seen it happen too many times before. So
you find out character and that your depth isn't just your top 16 players, but everybody who gets the opportunity to play. And this is a very solid team. We saw this here when they were here last month, and this program, they have depth. And you don't want to lose your star players early on, but this is why you build depth.
Into the right wing corner for Huffman. Huffman, here's the Boo Birds. Trying to leave it for Alvarez. Comets take it away, get it up to Nacho. He uses the boards to try to pass it to himself. Huffman steps in front and whistles it back to Bonahene, who kicks it back to the Comet side of the field.
Good job by Huffman tracking back, getting the ball out of danger. Defenders and goalkeepers love seeing when forwards come back rather than just kind of staying up by the yellow line. Good job there by number 9 for the Wave.
Here's a pass forward up to Reggett. Now that one left for Ludwig. A pass a little off the mark, and it goes right to a Comet player. Tetsane picks it up. Lucia trying to avoid 3 different players. It comes to Huffman. Huffman gets it up to Sanchez. Sanchez, a 1v4 situation here. Sanchez still going forward. He shoots 1v4, and that one just wide.
We've seen this multiple times with Alex Sanchez. He's not afraid to shoot anywhere. More times than not, doesn't matter where he shoots, is going in the goal.
That's exactly right. Under 4 to play in this opening quarter. We're level at 1. Oh, another bad pass. Francis and Bonahene comes out, and a blue card's going to go against Bonahene.
It's going to be interesting to see whether they call this a shootout. It looked like a couple defenders back. See what Ryan Sigich and Brian Martin have to think about it. Look at this on the replay. So this is Alvarez. A little bit of miscommunication, and Willie B. That was an easy one to call. He will go 2 minutes in the penalty box. Yep, 2 defenders back.
That's Mike Howell. He's playing in his 5th game. He's one of the newer players for the Wave, subbing in for those 3 players that Eric talked about who are not in the lineup. So you're going to have some players who have a little bit of inexperience there. He didn't read the pass there very well. So results in a power play number 2 for the Comets.
Gerardo Perez in goal. This guy's a goalie. So, yeah, I expected to see Bonahene in goal. I wouldn't have been surprised if Perez is starting. Already scored 1 goal this season. Came from the Chicago Mustangs of Major League Indoor Soccer. Had 12 goals as a goalie last year. Great with the ball on his feet. Very comfortable out there.
In a previous life, wasn't he a position player on the field and not a goalie?
I don't recall that, but he's good.
Yep.
He's really good.
All right, here we go. Whistle blows, and Nacho to Tetsane, lets it roll through, shot and a goal! Zach Reggett from Nacho Flores. That didn't take long. 2 seconds, in fact. Kansas City regains the lead 2-1.
Talk a lot about Kansas City loving their left-footed players on that side of the field. We'll take a look at Tetsane being the short option. He's going to let the ball run through him. Zach Reggett with that cannon of a left foot on the far side. One more time. Tetsane lets it go. Reggett, he brought the ball with his laces, kept the shot down. League's leading scorer got another one, Nick.
Sure did. Number 14 on the year for Zach Reggett. That leads all goal scorers. Nacho picks up his 4th helper of the season. A restart power play goal. Kansas City leads 2-1. Bonahene back out of the penalty box and in goal. Andreas trying to chase down the bouncing ball.
Good ball for Sanchez.
Here's Sanchez running on to it, moving to his left. Sanchez shoots, and that one almost kicked in by Kansas City. They were able to keep it out.
Good ball there from Francis across to Andreas.
Now back to Francis. Here's Francis forward to Ramirez. Ramirez shoots, that one blocked. Rebound comes out front and center to Holloman, who touches it back to Pino. Comets go for changes.
Milwaukee has an interesting weekend coming up. Saturday night, they host the 16th-time champion San Diego Sockers.
Here's Nacho with a drive. Ding dong off the right post.
So they host San Diego Saturday, and then Kansas City comes in on Sunday. So for Wave fans, really good rivalry games back-to-back.
Tony Walls blocked by Nacho. Then a drive, and that one saved by Coronado.
Yeah, he slid over to the short post. Good positioning there by the young Comets keeper.
From Sumner Academy right here in Kansas City, Kansas. Here's Huffman deep in the corner. Plays it away from the goal. That one to Nestor Dominguez. And then back out front to Ludwig. His pass deflected by Andorreos. And then Asqueta now has it on the half line. Good pass on over to Correa. Correa's drive or pass blocked by Kansas City's Barry, and then a foul called on Marcel.
Couple Wave players winning it too there. I think that's the right call.
2:04. Sorry about that,
That's
Eric.
right.
2:04 to play in this opening quarter. Alvarez. Alvarez touches it to Ferdinand, who shoots, and Max Ferdinand buries it. Max Ferdinand has been a great player for so many years, a championship player, his third goal on the season. He is in his 16th year, and he seems to get better with age.
Look where he placed it, too. Nacho did the log roll in front of him. Great. I'll put the ball right above you. Faded shot. Nothing Coronado could do. And Max Ferdinand, what's the old expression of aging like fine wine?
Mm-hmm.
He has a milestone birthday coming up this year, partner, and he's still at it at his age. Good for him.
Level at 2. Here we go. Buckle up, fans. Forward to Tetsane. Back to Acosta. Forward up to Reggett. Reggett turning, facing Asqueta. Leaves it for Tetsane. Here's Acosta now. Comets 6-2-2 on the season. They lead the MASL in points. Off the boards, looking for Reggett. Unfortunately, Zach was going the wrong way.
Foul call on Lennis.
Yep, foul called Milwaukee.
The lights are bright and the fans are loud. It's the Milwaukee Wave taking on the Kansas City Comets. Stream it live on MASLplus.tv and replay the game on demand. Clip it, share it, live it again. Make sure to favorite your team to get instant updates on every game.
Lennis trying to turn. Now he faces as Milwaukee gave the ball away right back to the Comets. Kansas City back on offense. Just over a minute left to play in this first frame. Pino coming back out. Here's Henry Ramirez. Henry on into Rion. Rion turns, shoots. That one hit Correa right in the face.
That is not a handball. I don't know who's yelling for a handball, but they absolutely will stop this in today's game. They want to avoid concussions. Automatically, referees are thinking player safety, calling out the trainers. Let's take a look at that turn shot. Yeah, that hit him square. Good turn there by Marquez, but his body was taking him too far left. He couldn't turn his ankle there on the shot, and hope that Correa feels better here.
Yeah.
They're taking one for the team.
Stokic is chewing on Ryan Sigic now. I think they're
There's
asking
no
for
handball.
the ball back.
There's no handball. They blew the whistle dead. It's Milwaukee ball. Time to play.
Off to Max Ferdinand. Under a minute to play. Here comes Kansas City. Ramirez. Back to Holloman. Comets are organized now. Reggett will play it to Henry. Now near side it comes to Guerrero Pino. Pino to Holloman. Now they're rolling up the left side looking for Reggett. He and Javi Steinwasser give chase. Reggett tries to step in front to take the ball away. Steinwasser still with the ball at his feet. He's able to get it over to his brother, Alex, and then Alex feeds his older brother, Javi. Here comes Javi down the left side. He cuts it back to the right. Shot blocked by Holloman. Driven back in there, still pinballing around. Coronado pounces on it, and that should do it for the first quarter. That is it. Kansas City and Milwaukee. Did you expect anything else other than this? Absolutely not. At the end of the first quarter, we are level at 2. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
Nick Vassos, the man of the hour, was recognized in pregame. 30 years as the voice of indoor soccer here in Kansas City. Got a nice standing ovation, a little love from the current Comets there as he got it. He kind of forced his way to the team huddle there to start the game. It's like a rondo here at the soccer dome where they're all giving you a hard time. So Nick Vassos, my broadcast partner, a great career here. There he is. The legend himself. Nick, it's been a week for you. Nick Vassos Day on Thursday in Kansas City.
Eric, thank you to you. You, the best broadcast partner I've had in my life.
Don't say that. Jim Schwab's right there.
I know.
Come on, man.
I know. But listen, you and everybody from Fox 4 to the Comets organization have made this week unbelievably special for me, and I am so thankful and grateful. And I've been helped by also all the fans, too. My first year when I was here, and Jim Schwab knows my first year because I was with him in that championship season in 96-97. And the first game, October 25th, 1996, Kansas City at the Bradley Center.
In Milwaukee, yeah.
10,000 fans at the Bradley Center. And the Comets unfortunately lost that first game, but they did go on to win the championship that year. That was my first year, and I remember asking all of the fans, who were the Attack fans back then, I asked them for a lot of help because I needed a lot of help in my first year. And I got a lot of help from everybody along the way these last 30 years.
Called some amazing players throughout your 30 years. This guy in particular, Jim Schwab.
He was a player coach back in the day. And he scored some bangers.
I always started.
He says he always started. He put himself in the lineup every game. Quite the character, Jim Schwab. But yeah, thanks to everybody. It's been a great week, and but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not retiring. You can't shove me out the door yet. All right.
Well, it was pretty wild. I was looking at Milwaukee's lineup, and you start looking at players with 2,000-something birthdays. It's like, Nick, you've been calling this game for a long time because there's some players who aren't even born who are getting serious playing time now. Actually, on both teams.
By the way, I have to mention that I'm not the only person in the Comets organization who has had a proclamation named after them.
Okay.
Any guesses? As the ball's played back to Coronado. I don't think you get this one. I just learned it today.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and Sanchez almost got the pick off there. Barry bangs it off the glass. I'll tell you in just 1 second.
I'm stumped.
Kenny Mayer.
He did?
He did in Las Vegas. When Alan Mayer played in Las Vegas, when Kenny Mayer was born, there was a proclamation named in his honor.
That's pretty wild.
Isn't that crazy?
I was telling you a Las Vegas Alan Mayer story before we got on air.
Yep.
So it's about visiting fans. So I was with a group of fans visiting the Thomas and Mack Center. In 1985, we came on a bus from L.A. and Las Vegas Americans were destroying the lasers. And they had this promo that if you scored, I think it was either 7 or 9 goals, all the fans would get free breakfast. So we spent the whole fourth quarter yelling no breakfast the entire fourth quarter. Guess what? They didn't score that last goal.
Here comes the wave. A drive by Alvarez comes off to Sanchez. Sanchez was looking for Max to make a run, but it goes right to Reggett of the Comets. Reggett plays it off the boards up towards the half line. Alex Steinwasser and now Reggett, everybody digging in on the boards. It pops free into the corner. Escueta with a drive. That one goes out of bounds to Kansas City.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. And using it to keep up with that final from the Adirondack Bank Center. San Diego Sockers came from behind both games this weekend, down 3-0, and 9-6 win yesterday at Baltimore. Difficult place to win. And then 4-3 come from behind victory today in Utica. And if you've never seen a game there, that place gets loud. Yeah. And good for the Sockers.
Oh, Comets just barely missed their third goal. That was off the foot of Mikey Lennis. He's calling for the ball again and receives it. That puts San Diego on 16 points, solidly in second place alone, only 2 points behind the Comets right now.
With some games in hand, too. So Comets have played more games than anybody else in the league. And what's unbelievable to imagine is Friday, when they host the Tacoma Stars, that's going to be the halfway point.
Here's a shot and a goal! Kansas City retakes the lead! 3-2!
Mikey Lennis wanted the ball. After missing that first shot, Mikey Lennis gets the ball back. Good ball movement, Acosta, Lennis, and then he makes the run. He got run into, play on. So he's like, fine, I'm going to go back post. 3-2 Comets.
Marquez, the assist.
What did they tell you? Play to the whistle, right?
Exactly.
There was no whistle, so he kept playing. Pass, shot, goal. 3-2 Comets.
Coming up at halftime, we're going to hear from Rion Marquez. Lux Elzinga, I had a conversation with him. And a fun one at that, too. Mikey Lennis. That is goal number 3 on the year for Lennis. Comets retake possession of the ball. Chad Vandegrift is there for Marquez. That is assist number 5 on the year for Rion. Ball rolls into the corner. Here's Henry Ramirez. Up to Francis, and Francis will play back to Coronado. Here's Coronado, right back into the corner again. Here's Reggett. Reggett double teamed now. Dribbling the ball away from the goal, maintain possession. Now to the center circle and Dom Francis.
One more game in the MASL. Right after this one at 7 Central, 5 Pacific, the hot St. Louis Ambush traveling to the ShoWare Center to take on the Tacoma Stars. Tacoma undefeated at home, not so much on the road. Mm-hmm. They've looked really good at home so far this year.
And sort of like this game, Erica, it's a big game for St. Louis and Tacoma. With a win, either team can jump up into the top half of the MASL table.
Yeah, and if you're Tacoma and it hasn't been going well for you on the road, run the table at home.
Ludwig with a foul. Comets a quick restart. Here's Marquez trying to chip Willie B. Rion, I think, wants that one back.
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bashjavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. They had Baltimore Blast color announcer Brett Crossley last week. Helped them determine which teams are hot and which teams are not.
Shout out Brad Crossley. Just want to say he did a fine job when he was calling the game a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he did play-by-play duty.
Yeah, did
absolutely.
a really great job for Baltimore. I enjoyed it.
He is a fountain of knowledge. His dad played for the Baltimore Blast way back in the day.
Coronado. Francis heads it towards Reggett. Not on target. Barry picks up the loose ball. Now Zach to Holloman. Comets lead at 3-2. Shane Stedman, former Comet, showing up here in the booth. How, buddy? Good to see you.
It's like a Comets and Attack reunion here in the booth. Park Hill High School representing.
Exactly. Great to see you. 10-13 left to play in this first half. Kansas City a 1-goal lead. Up the far touchline for Zach Reggett. Reggett fouled from behind by Tony Walls. Kansas City ball. 10:06 to play.
This is like the tribute day for Nick Vassos. We have guests all over the place coming in. It's not real until Kim Rudbeck jumps on top of you, but I haven't seen him yet today.
I heard from the Rocket. He couldn't make it today, but he sent me a text message.
Golf game got in his way?
No, he had something else happening today. So I just wonder if he's watching or if he's listening right now. Rocket, love you, pal. Can't wait to catch up with you soon. I know he would have been here. Here's Reggett, top of the arc. Defense collapses around Zach, turns faces. Now a rebound shot.
Oh, that was going in.
It was.
Tetsane blocked it. It was going far post low.
Nacho making a bid for his second goal this afternoon. Ball rolls through, and Coronado will send it. Oh, mistake by Julio Coronado. Holds his hand up and says, sorry, fellas.
We'll see if Milwaukee makes him pay. Top of the arc, restart. Take a look at this shot here. Nacho, and it was going far post. Tetsane tried to jump out of the way, but he couldn't. Good opportunity here. You have Sanchez, Huffman, near side, Tony Walls back. Max Ferdinand, far right, and Super Mario on the ball.
Mario over to Huffman, hits it first time. That one blocked by Vandegrift, the leading shot blocker in the league coming into today's game. 32 blocks by Vandegrift, and I tell you, he is making a bid for a third Defender of the Year award. He's that good.
Julio Coronado needs to buy him a steak or something, some barbecue.
Marquez with his back to the goal. To Nacho. Now send it left side for Henry Ramirez. Here's Nacho. 9:14 to play in the second quarter. Max Ferdinand to his keeper, Bonahene. Willie B. Comets get it back. Shot, save by Willie B. Willie B. can save just about anything. The Comets will try to get Willie B. to operate with his feet a little bit. Alvarez surveys the field.
Game has changed so much. It's changed for goalkeepers. You're expected to be fleet with your feet, and teams will press, though, because so many goalkeepers are playing with their feet. Why not try to steal a goal that way?
Long drive from Milwaukee, blocked by the Comets. Sanchez coming in close, shot, goal! It's Sanchez to Alvarez. And we're level again, now at 3.
Featured Super Mario before the game. He gets blocked. Nacho tries to bring the ball right to clear it away, but Sanchez has seen that move, takes the ball away, lets it go off the board. Simple pass. Super Mario scores yet again. That's his 6th of the year, partner.
Sure is, my friend. And for Sanchez, he comes up with his 4th assist. 3 all. So here we go.
Good play by Correa to hit it off his knee. Back to his goalkeeper so Willie B could use his hands to pick it up.
Willie B fires one out to Kyle Crane, making his debut this season. Crane, one of those big body target players. Crane will go off and Huffman will come on. Dominguez on back to Asqueta. Asqueta sends a line drive into the corner. Pino heads it over to the opposite corner. Tetsane bangs it off the boards to Andreos, who leads a pass to himself. Trying to get it over to Barry. Running down the left side. Barry catches up with it, moves to his right. Took a pretty heavy touch. And both teams play on. Andreos gets it. Milwaukee's defense a little unorganized right now, but good defensive play there by Asqueta to knock it free.
Commissioner Keith Tozer watching the game. He heard that Shane Steadman was in the box. Memory serves me right. Shane Steadman played for Keith Tozer on that original Kansas City attack team in 1991.
I believe they played their games down at the Muni, too.
Yes, they did.
Here is Huffman.
For me, it was a great place to watch indoor soccer.
Sure.
Historic municipal auditorium. I might have been in the minority, but
awesome. Comets. Well, they've got a 2-on-1 if they can get going here. Holloman's looking far post. Good defensive play. Now Lennis trying to gather the ball. Javi Steinwasser takes it away. Javi still going forward. Here comes the counter from Milwaukee. Javi still going forward. Tripped up again and a foul called against Pino.
Great individual play by Steinwasser, and Huffman gave him a lane by camping out wide. Pino had to respect the pass, and Steinwasser says, great, I'm going to go to my left. Good opportunity once again for Mario Alvarez and the Milwaukee Wave on a set piece.
Nacho comes back into the game. Sanchez behind the ball. He fires. He scores! Well, that was saucy.
So Alvarez says, that's okay, you can take it this time, Junior. Take a look at the replay. Sanchez walks over. 3 in the wall.
Just blasts it. There was an opening, and he didn't miss. Sanchez gives the Wave their first lead in the game. Number 11 on the year for Sanchez. 4-3, Milwaukee.
.626 here in the Cable Dama Arena. Wave up 4-3 on the Kansas City Comets. Let's talk about our featured player from the Kansas City Comets, Lucia Tetsane, in his 4th season, and he is a defender who also has extreme possibility to contribute offensively. 7 points in just these 10 games so far played. You can expect pure athleticism on both ends of the field from Tetsane and an absolute cannon on his hip. I know Nick and Eric spoke about it before the game, but you should be watching number 11.
Thanks, Lux. 4-3 Wave, and while we were at commercial break, official welcome of the Kansas City Currents' new head coach, Chris Armas, who was a great player in his own right, Chicago Fire. He coached New York Red Bulls, most recently Colorado Rapids, and now he's coaching alongside his director of soccer operations, Vlatko Andonovski, who is known by a lot of people in this building. And did you know, partner, that on this date in 2004, Vlatko Andonovski had a hat trick against the Cleveland Force?
Oh, my goodness. Vlatko.
That's 22 years ago.
Wow.
He could score goals.
Yeah. He was one of those players that had a lot of touch on the ball. It was deceptive. Restart coming to Kansas City. Brian Martin setting the wall. Dangerous play here for Milwaukee. Comets pretty close to that goal. Here comes Nacho to Francis, who just missed it wide.
It was set up for him too, and it just arced a little left.
Reggett holding the ball, 5:44 to play in the first half.
Clearly both teams have been working on their set piece in practice.
Francis forward to Reggett. Reggett flicks it back to Nacho running on, but that one off the mark just a bit, taken away by Milwaukee. Correa avoiding traffic, plays it back to Asqueta.
Mentioned early on that Sanchez leads the league in that unofficial category of Walla score goals. Zach Reggett right behind him, 2 goals, 2 Walla score assists.
Huffman to Sanchez. Sanchez double teamed immediately. Comets don't want him handling the ball too much. Francis chips it forward, looking for someone to run on the counter. And they shuttle that one back to Willie B. Out to Sanchez. Sanchez forward. Pino runs on to that one for the Comets. Deflects over to Marcel Berry. Comets control. Back to Garza. Garza lifts it forward for Pino. Headed back. Taken by Kansas City. Andreos. He shoots. Save. Rebound. A second chance. That one saved out of bounds. It'll be Kansas City ball.
Second save was better than the first. Take a look at Andreos. Step over. Just try to slot it in with his left. Willie B got big on the second one. First one you can get down. It's, do you have the ab control to get up for the second one? Willie B up to the test that time.
That's right. Kind of like life, right? It's not about falling down. It's about getting back up. 4:28. Over to Reggett on the volley. That one no good. Rebound. Comets trying to hold it in. It's deflected out of bounds. And that goes off of Kansas City.
I want to congratulate several MASL referees who were just named to the 2026 FIFA Internationals referees panel. Kyle Atkins, Servando Berna, Daniel Chesky, Matt Rodman, and the one and only Drew Klemp, who just got his FIFA badge, FIFA futsal referee. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
To all those MASL refs recognized by FIFA.
Sane almost had a chance right down Main Street. Andreas lost the handle on that one. Ferdinand able to get it back to Javi, who returns the ball right to Max.
You get that FIFA patch. You not only wear it at every game you call, you put it on your suit jacket, you put it on sports coats, you wear it everywhere. That is quite the accomplishment.
That's awesome. Congratulations to all. And a pair of referees here tonight have 28 years of indoor soccer experience, not combined. Each. Brian Martin have been in the league, and Ryan Sigich have been officiating this game for 28 years. I mean, it's not 30 years like me, but it's 28. That's a lot.
That's a lot of years when you add the three of you together. I wonder how many of those games you've called over the years.
Oh, man. I've known Brian a long time.
Take a look at this. And Acosta was very fortunate. Alvarez landed right in front of the boards. There's a push, and he came up just short. A foot over.
Yeah.
2-minute penalty.
Into the corner for Huffman. Goes off the boards. Lennis pushes that one to the side. Good play there by Mikey Lennis. Wave hold on to it. Near side, Tony Walls. Balls from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Front and center for Alvarez. His drive off the board's no good. Rebound comes off to the Comets. Garza. He didn't want to do it, but he hit it right into the penalty box. Nate Herron, our public address announcer, was very quick with that. He was able to dodge that one. It was headed right for him. He's a pro. He's been here for a while. Here's Alvarez to Asqueta, Walls. Now up to Ferdinand. That one broken up by the Comets. Garza
good ball.
Gets it forward up to Vandegrift. Here's Chad making a run. Chad shoots. Save, Willie B. Vandegrift still with the ball. Double team. Sticks a foot in there. Here comes Ramirez. Now Francis gets a touch on it. Vandegrift still and maintains possession.
Great job by Willie B, not only cutting out the angle, but staying inside his box, making himself big and the goal that much smaller.
Vandegrift goes off to get a breather. Pino comes on for him. Here's Francis. Over to Ramirez. 1:53 to play in the first half. Milwaukee leading 4-3. Comets had the lead to begin this quarter, 3-2. It's been 2 straight goals by the Wave. One by Alvarez, one by Sanchez. Here's Barry. Marcel trying to squeeze it in between a couple of players. Comets will have to reset their offense all the way back to Coronado, who's making his second start of the season. Now Pino forward to Reggett. Zach stiff-arming the defender away. Plays it to Nacho. Nacho walks it in slowly, gets it over to Francis. Dom fakes it a couple of times, lifts it into the air. Nacho was flashing in there. That one knocked out of bounds off Milwaukee, giving Kansas City a great opportunity with 63 seconds left in the quarter.
Top of the arc restart. You'll see Tetsane over the ball this time. Maybe Nacho over the ball.
So Nacho out to the left right now. Tetsane behind the ball. Here comes Reggett. Now over to Nacho. Not a shot.
That did not go the way they practice it at the world famous Kansas City Soccer Dome.
Oh, dog got it.
Not enough movement on that ball, and ultimately led to a shot into the net.
You could see head coach Stefan Stokic had some words for Leo Acosta as he came off. Under a minute to play. 4-3. Wave over the Comets. Remember, Milwaukee, they beat the Comets in the KC's third game of the season here at Cable Dahmer, 9-6.
4-on-3 opportunity for the Comets.
Here's Andreos going forward. Shot just wide. That was off the foot of Ramirez. No, Linus.
Great job by Bonahene getting off his line.
And we've got Sanchez shaken up on the other side of the field.
Ball, and Bonahene just dropped. Shot went wide. And what's interesting is we have a review here on the field. We'll see what Marcio Leite saw or thought he saw.
I think they're gonna ask for a foul on Jacob Garza for pushing Sanchez, and I don't know. They're gonna.
Sanchez is still down.
Yeah.
So we're going to see if Mr. Sigic and Martin come take a look at this. They've got the flag in tow. And we'll get a good look and listen on this replay.
Yeah.
Ryan Sigic.
We'll get to listen here. Well, first
they're having a discussion. Sanchez is a little sore, but good to see him up on his feet.
He took a pretty good fall there. Here's Ryan Sigic.
Milwaukee is challenging for a potential blue card for a tactical foul in the corner.
Tactical foul in the corner? Let's see what we got on this replay as Ryan Sikic puts on. Oh, Brian Martin gets to put on the headset.
Okay, here we go.
We're going to try to listen in, fans.
Yeah.
How's it going, man? Just replayed this in the corner, this challenge over here.
So here we go.
Right there.
Uh-huh, that's...
For that one?
Yeah, that's what he's talking
let's go back and look at it. I think full speed. Let's look at it full
Play it full speed. Yeah, back it up and play it full speed.
Okay, they got another angle.
You got a different angle from behind the goal or something? That's when I thought they both got a piece of the ball. I thought they both got a piece.
Let's see if Jacob gets a piece. No,
he doesn't get a piece of it.
Foul or no?
Replay it one more time. Okay, to me, yeah, but he's off balance already. He gets a tiny nudge and he goes. I mean, I don't have really anything there.
So the ball's back here.
Back here, yellow possession.
Fascinating.
After review, there is no foul, no blue card. However, Milwaukee had possession of the ball in the defensive third.
So new feature that we were attempting to debut last week, but we were off camera. We were in a commercial, but we actually got to debut it here. You heard the discussion between Ryan Sikic and Brian Martin in terms of every piece of that play and what they were looking at. Ultimately a no call, but the ball goes from Milwaukee back this way from the other side of the field with 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter, partner.
That is fascinating. Milwaukee loses their challenge flag. They are out of challenges. It is Milwaukee's ball with 20 seconds left and the lead 4-3. So now 15 seconds. It's Milwaukee's ball. Coria asking Ryan Sikic to mark off the wall. He'll back up Garza a couple steps. And here we go. Comets are going to come after him. Wall sends it into the corner. Headed back out by Pino. 9 seconds now. And Arreos runs on the loose ball on the half line. Kicked it away. Picked up by Ramirez. Henry trying to go forward. And no foul. Horn sounds, and we are at halftime. Wow, what an interesting first half. Kansas City leading by a goal in the first quarter and then again in the second quarter, only to have Milwaukee score 2 straight and come back to take the lead. Comets trail at halftime by a score of 4-3. Standing by to send it on down to Luxel Zinga. She's down on Silverstein Ice Center's field. She has the head coach of the Comets, Stefan Stokic. Lux.
Coach, we're down by 1 going into the half. What do you want to see going into the next half?
I think, again, we talked about transition and going forward. I think once we do that, we're very good and aggressive, but I think we have to continue with that. But the main thing for me is, the chance that we had, we should have put at least 1 or 2 away. And then the next thing is we have to make sure we defend. We don't give away goals anymore.
Is there anyone specifically you want to see more production from on the field second half?
I mean, for my offensive players, Zach, Rion, even Henry right now, Barry, Acosta, Dom. I'm expecting them to execute and put the ball in the net.
Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot, Lux. Coach, and we are at halftime. Coming up in half, we're going to chat with Comets forward Rion Marquez. We'll take you around the MASL. Eric and I will have some first half highlights and get you set for the third quarter. Milwaukee leads it 4-3. We'll be right back.
Bonavia at Withers Farm. Brand new 1 and 2 bedroom apartments in Liberty and the exclusive housing partner of your Kansas City Comets. Enjoy modern luxury living. From spacious walk-in closets to a 24-hour fitness center, we have you covered. And yes, your pets are welcome too. Stop by or visit us online to schedule a tour of your brand new luxury home at Begonavia at Withers Farm.
At Furniture Options, we make it easy to get comfortable fast. From individuals to businesses, we provide stylish, ready-to-live-in furniture within 2 business days. Choose your package, set your schedule. We'll take care of the heavy lifting. Furniture Options. Temporary furniture. Real comfort. Visit FurnitureOptions.com to get started.
Welcome to Halftime. Lux here with Kansas City forward Rion Marquez. Rion, thank you for joining me. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm doing wonderful. Man, I have been so enjoying watching you play, but I gotta say my favorite part right now is watching you enter the field at home games with your child in your arms. I know that being a father has to change you off the field, but what has it done for you being on the field to be a father now?
Oh, it's amazing. Like, it touches so many aspects of your life. It's kind of hard to explain the love that you feel, and at the same time the worry that you feel about every single move that you make, whether that's towards your son or not. But my wife and I, we've been dealing with it, and we've been having a blast.
I mean, it has definitely bred one of my favorite celebrations from our season thus far. I mean, you went and got the pacifier from your wife out of the audience. Did you create that before the moment? Did that come in the spur of the moment? Describe that for me.
That was literally a day before the game. I was thinking about a way that I could score the goal and celebrate towards my son, and that's something that he did all the time. Like, he grabs his pacifier, he crawls around the house, and he just sits there and watches people. And so I was like, I have to do it. Some of my teammates were making fun of me because they thought that I had one pacifier in every corner of the arena. That was not the case. My wife was just next to that corner, and he happened to be on that goal.
It's okay. You've now placed pacifiers in every corner just to be prepared for the goals for this evening.
Just to be safe.
I cannot believe we're already almost halfway through the season. Kansas City is still at the top of a very tight table. I mean, it's still very neck and neck. What do you think Kansas City is doing differently than the other teams that's going to push us towards the Ron Newman Cup championships?
I feel like we have a lot to improve. Even though we got some points where we had the number one on the table right now, I believe that we can still click and actually get momentum into the playoffs. I always talk to the guys that it's not about how we start, it's always about how we finish, and we just need to make sure we finish in the regular season on a good note so we can start the playoffs strong.
One thing I've noticed about you as a player is you always go into every game kind of with a motivation. You've posted a lot about it before. Is there anything you're playing for specially this evening?
There's not really much to talk about. These guys came the last game and he beat us. They beat us in front of a crowd, so we just have to make sure we're not letting that happen again.
I think a little revenge is motivation enough, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Rion, you've scored plenty of goals, but I think we could see a few more of you from this evening. Have a fantastic game. Thank you so much for hanging out with me now. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right, everyone, stick here. We'll have second half action right here on MASL TV, MASL Plus, and Fox Soccer Plus.
OSI does, which is why we are now the official sports medicine provider of the Kansas City Comets. We believe in a comprehensive, whole-person approach to medical care. We put in the work off the field so our players can succeed on the field.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
Clear vision is so important for everything I do, on and off the field. I'm Zach Reggett, forward for the Kansas City Comets. We are super excited to partner with Silverstein Eye Centers as the official eye care provider for the Kansas City Comets.
I'm Dr. Steve Silverstein. We would love to show you what eye care should be. Please call us to schedule an appointment or visit our website at silversteineyecenters.com.
Welcome to the annual Success on the Spectrum Autism Festival. Autism Festival is a celebration of acceptance and community, hosted by Success on the Spectrums all over the country. This special event is all about bringing families together in a fun, supportive, and completely judgment-free environment. Here, individuals with autism can simply be themselves, surrounded by understanding, kindness, and joy. From exciting activities to local resources, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Join us as we create lasting memories and continue building a more inclusive world for all.
Shoot! He scores!
How goes it, folks? This is MASL in 5, back for another week. Hope everyone is doing great. Things are heating up across the league. There are some big matchups happening this weekend. I've only got 5 minutes to fill you in, so let's get to it.
Mello with the ball. Over to Perez. Looks to Mello. Oh, Baltimore's caught here. Baltimore's caught here. Penal. Goal. Unbelievable. Baltimore caught.
Unbelievable, all right. January 4th, Baltimore had the ball in the Utica box with a 1-goal lead, 25 seconds left, but they gave up that tying goal in the dying moments, and then in overtime, Wanalava completes the comeback with the winner just 20 seconds in. Rough collapse by Baltimore and an epic comeback win for UCFC. Casey and St. Louis are sick of each other. The good news is this was the 6th time they faced each other all season. It'll be the last for now. St. Louis tied it up with 37 seconds left, and then in the shootouts, this went down.
Chance to win it for
one touch. Shoots, and St. Louis wins it on a shootout.
So the Ambush take the last 2 matchups against the Comets for the regular season. No more games between these clubs unless they meet in the playoffs. Tacoma and San Diego in the second of 2 encounters last week. Keep your eye on Jamel Cox right here. He misses the easy pass out front to Tyler John. He can't believe it. So angry with himself, but seconds later, he makes amends. Easy tap in. That proved to be the game winner in a fiery contest. No love lost between the Sockers and the Stars, that's for sure. Lots of pushing and shoving in this game. 5-4 Tacoma, the final. The day before, San Diego faced Empire at home. The Strikers with just 1 win on the season so far, and that was in their opening game. Their woes continued. San Diego takes it 4-3, dropping the Strikers to 1-5 on the campaign. And congratulations to legendary Sockers goalkeeper Boris Pardo. Now, this is not exactly the most complex save right here, but hey, Boris has made enough incredible stops over his time. This save, though, is number 2,000 in his career, an incredible milestone for an all-time MASL great. Couple of big matchups this weekend involving the Sockers as they travel east. First against Baltimore. This will be a dandy to see how the 2 superpowers stack up. 6 p.m. Eastern, the kickoff. And then the next day, they'll be on the blue turf in Utica. The Blues have already taken down Baltimore and Milwaukee this season. That is a 3 p.m. Eastern time kickoff. Your scoring leader, Zach Reggett, continuing to lead the way with 20 points, followed by teammates Rion Marquez and Dom Francis, who's got 14 points. He is tied with Mello from Baltimore and Junior Penal in the top 5 now, 14 points as well. Your players of the week, here they are. In goal, Paulo Nascimento from St. Louis. Charlie Gonzalez offensively, and defensively, Nascimento's teammate, Robert Williamson. Let's start off with Charlie. Fantastic game for him on December 30th against the Tacoma Stars in a big win. 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points for Mr. Gonzalez. Defensively, Robert Williamson getting it done on both ends of the floor. 1 goal right there against the Comets on Sunday, and also 4 big blocks in the contest. And in goal, the Brazilian Rob Lowe. Paulo Nascimento, 22 saves, giving up 6 goals against Casey. Huge between the posts for that win. Time now for your plays of the week.
Kazim, SK to Almeida, Cristo!
All the way back, a rifled shot in. What a save by Rodriguez. Rebound for Shalier. Second chance, still loose. Across. It's saved off the line.
Francis is open on the left corner. Garza's there. He can't see him. He shoots though and buries it. Jacob Garza.
Somo activated to Alami. Off the wall to Fabian. He scores.
And here's another. Nico Williams. Look at this. Yeah! All right. What a great goal that was.
Chikunte, Ejimadu got a piece and it's bicycled out right by the post by Vandegrift and Ejimadu.
Wash alive. Now the throw out by Pardo. He's got Charlie for the hat trick. He scores.
Maldini turns it over. Very bad turnover. And a goal. 20 seconds into overtime.
Chance to win it for
one touch. Shoots. And St. Louis wins it on a shootout.
And that's going to wrap up this week's show. But just a reminder, of course, to stay up to date on everything that's going on in the MASL all throughout the season, be sure to check out the league's official social media outlets. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
To everyone who finds joy in a great meal, we'd love to see you at Culver's.
What makes us happy is making you happy.
Our menu is handcrafted to have something for everyone.
Everyone.
My favorite, the Butter Burger Deluxe.
Definitely cheese curds.
Chocolate frozen custard.
From the juiciest bites to the sweetest scoops.
We'll make all your favorites fresh.
Fresh.
Fresh, just for you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Hey now, watch out, I'm a real star. See me from afar, shining like a shooting star. Hey now, watch out, I'm a real star.
When you have a financial partner that invests in every part of you, you can't help but feel like a star. Member owned, open to all. Community America Credit Union, invested in you.
One in there and almost deflected. Shot in the goal! It is Nacho! Comets win game one! Out to Reddit. He does the game winner! For the Dudes and for the Stars! Oh my! Through the shoes and he
With Eric Berggruen, Lex Elzinga down on Silverstein Ice Center's field, and our Cable Dahmer Arena crew. I'm Nick Vassos. Welcome back. We are getting you set here for the second half of Milwaukee and Kansas City. The Wave with a 1-goal lead. It's 4-3 as we get you ready for the third quarter.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and MASL Arena on X. And at halftime partner, MASL Social Media posted a tribute to you on Nick Vassos Day. A great clip of your ceremony, and you're getting the number 30 jersey for 30 years.
Amazing.
As the voice of indoor soccer here in Kansas City. Once again, congratulations.
Thanks
it's
a lot,
a
Eric.
signed jersey, too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Signed by the players, and that's one that Needs to be framed at the old Vassos abode, huh?
100%, Eric. Thank you so much. Thanks to you and the organization and to all of the fans. It's been a really special week. We've got a good one here this afternoon, you guys. Milwaukee scores 2 straight to end the second quarter. They lead it 4-3. This is an important game. Comets are at the top of the MASL table, 2 points clear of San Diego, who took all 6 points this weekend on their East Coast trip to Baltimore and to Utica. Things are tightening up in these games. I know we are right about the halfway point of the season. We are. And these games are going to start ratcheting up in importance. So let's see what happens here in the second half. We are underway. Kansas City with the ball. They'll move it right to left in their all-red jerseys. Zach Reggett back out there. He lost it for a second. Chad Vandegrift comes over and pops it back into the air. Pinballing around. Alex Steinwasser sends it up to his older brother, Javi. Javi with some very good turn in the midfield area. Now Tony Wall's trying to clear it. Comets send it back in. Here's to Max Ferdinand. Kansas City hustling back, getting 3 players back. That's a good sign. Butterburgers are on the line for the next 10 seconds. Here's Rian Marquez trying to go 5-hole on Tony Walls. Popped back out to Leo Acosta. Acosta from downtown.
He went for it.
He did.
A little bit of Milwaukee or Wisconsin flavor.
Yeah. Oh,
Butterburgers here. Cable Dom
sure.
Arena. Top of the arc restart coming. So we take a look at Acosta's shot. Good save. That was on target.
Sure was. Good save by Willie B. The wall. Here's the restart. Tetsane to Nacho. Across to Reggett. Top shelf where Grandma keeps the cookies. Comets level this game at 4. Head coach Stefan Stokic wanted to see more from his stars, and he gets one there from Zach Reggett.
Tic-tac-toe goal. Good work on top of the arc restart. Tetsane, Flores, Reggett, goal. And keep in mind, this ball was kicked out of bounds, leading to the top of the arc restart. And if you're the Milwaukee Wave and Coach Marcio Leite, you do not want to give away cheap goal opportunities to Kansas City. It's a tie ball game, partner.
So for Zach Reggett, goal number 15 on the year. That's his second of the game. And Nacho Flores, he comes up with yet another helper. That's number 5 on the year for Nacho. Ludwig on over to Sanchez, who shoots. Ding dong off the post. That one hit it flush. Correa down to Huffman. Huff the stuff right back to Correa.
So it was good to see. Correa was hurt there early on. Good to see him back up on his feet. Sanchez was hurt. Good to see him back on his feet as well.
Milwaukee will once again try the right wing corner. It's Derek Huffman. He plays it away from the goal to Correa, runs up on it and blasts that one into the netting. Goalkeeper distribution coming up to KC.
Subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more.
Coronado lifts it high into the air. It comes down onto the blue turf. And it goes out of bounds off of Milwaukee.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more.
Here comes Alvarez. He'll play it off the boards. Coronado pushes it out wide with whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Rian Marquez, who can't believe it.
Another good opportunity here from Milwaukee. They're leading the league in wall of scores. They love playing it off the wall. Foul on Marquez going through Mario Alvarez. Super Mario standing over the ball, tied 4-4.
12:29 to play in the third. Here is Alvarez. Drives it right into Dom Francis. Now Marquez and Francis. Francis bangs it off the boards. Vandegrift heads it into the crowd, and it'll go to Milwaukee right on the half line. Here comes Sanchez. Sanchez thought about it. Now he'll try the left-footed shot, and he rips it home. Sanchez is perfectly healthy. A left-footed blistering shot gives the Wave a 1-goal lead, 5-4.
How many players in the league can you think of off the top of your head can shoot with that much power with both feet?
Oh, man, what a rocket.
You think he's going to go right.
Yeah.
He pulls it across his body, takes us to his left.
Man, what a player.
Bam.
What a player.
5-4.
Sanchez is second on the afternoon. He also has an assist. That's number 12 for the saucy one, Sanchez.
Well, what's so difficult when you're defending him, you have to respect that right, but he's capable of drilling with his left either. And so then you start thinking about, do we have to double him? You start double teaming him, then law of math, somebody's open on the Wave.
Comets once again trail by 1. They got things level here in the third. Reggett off the restart, trying to get it into Lennis. Broken up by the Wave. Javi Steinwasser out with it, plays it forward to Kyle Crane, and he's on a collision course with Coronado, and Coronado knocks it out of bounds. And yeah, absolutely, Eric. Top of the arc restart for Milwaukee.
Take a look at this. Great ball through and a good run there by Crane. Coronado, it's like, I'm not taking any chances.
Here's Sanchez. He takes another rip at that one. Sends it wide left. Both teams at even strength. Kansas City coming into this game 6-2-2. 6 wins, 2 losses, 2 overtime losses. Milwaukee 4-1-2, 13 points in the MASL table.
Fans love goals, and you have 3 of the best goal scorers in the league playing between these two teams. Zach Reggett, Rion Marquez, and Alex Sanchez. I think it's going to be a battle for not only the scoring title, but also MVP.
Milwaukee found number 80, Sanchez, his first of the day.
Here's Coronado lifting it forward. Marquez heads it into left wing corner. It pinballs into Willie B. Bonahene rolls it out to himself. Up to the half line.
Giveaway.
And given away to Kansas City. Francis's pass to Ramirez a bit too strong. Willie B sends it up towards the half line. Huffman is there. Now Stuart Grable into the game. And knocked back to Willie B.
That was a really good recognition by Huffman. The potential takeaway for Kansas City, and he tracked back once again. That's actually one of the strengths of his game, is tracking back defensively.
Comets take it away. Francis fires. Willie B makes the save. Gandarayos cannot pounce on the rebound. Good job by Willie B to cover it up.
Threw a lot of bodies, too. Saw that one. Held on to it.
Correa. He's got some open blue turf. Moving to his left and right. Shoots. Blocked by Nacho. And then he is bumped into the boards by Nacho. Foul called on the 10-year veteran and team captain.
Take a look at this on the replay. It's like, what do I have to do to get a blue card in this town? Probably not enough to challenge that.
Here's Sanchez. Flicks it over to Alvarez, who sends it. What a save by Coronado. Full extension from Coronado. Can the Comets get something going here? They trail by 1 across the half line, and Andreos sends it into the corner. Nacho will follow Ludwig down there with the Wave. Ludwig comes out with it. He avoids Andreos, plays it forward, trying to slot it through to Asqueta.
Good lead.
Comets get it back, and Andreos get something going. Now we've got a whistle and a foul. I believe a foul is
behind
called?
the play, yeah. So Brian Martin was giving advantage there. Barry got fouled. They were going to give Andreos a chance, and once he lost possession,
gotcha.
Brian Sigich brought it back on the original foul. Free kick Comets.
Costa stepping over it several times, fouled by Javi Steinwasser. 9.5 to play here in the third.
Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com to shop the all-new MASL fan store for the latest MASL and team gear.
Both these teams are dressed in Capelli gear, head to toe.
Referees are too.
Yep. Here's Reggett. Sends a firm pass into the box, kicked away by Milwaukee. Comets send it back to Coronado. Return pass to Pino. Pino right up the field to Reggett. Reggett plays it back to Lennis. Lennis turns and faces. Lennis will shoot, and that one just wide off the top of the dasher boards and goes out of bounds. Mikey Lennis is getting closer and closer. He's looked very confident out there over the last couple of games for KC.
His father-in-law, Vlatko Andonovski, in the crowd, so maybe feels like he needs to show today.
Alvarez on up to Alex Steinwasser, gets past Nacho. Steinwasser shoots far post. Huffman can't catch up with that one. Comets dodge some trouble there for the Wave. Again, Milwaukee is playing without Ian Bennett, Ricardo Carvalho, and Oscar Flores. All three of those players dynamic for Milwaukee, but you couldn't tell with the score 5-4 and how the Wave are playing right now.
I really like Oscar Flores. I think you talk about rookie players in this league. We've seen Mario Falzone a few times here.
Oh, yeah.
Saw Oscar Flores last month. He's the real deal, too.
Pass headed for Ramirez is headed away by Grable, and the Wave take back over. Comets get back behind the half line. Now Grable. That one over to Correa. Coming up on 8 minutes to play in the third. Correa still with the ball. He'll play it back and then forward. It goes to Ferdinand. Max in the corner. Alex Steinwasser.
He wanted the ball on his foot. He made the run in, was ready to shoot on his right. The ball never made it there.
Sanchez. He tried to walk it in, but is stripped. Marquez out with it. He'll use his big body to shield away players. Turns, and here comes Rian. Marquez looking for someone to pass it to. Marquez looking to the right to Lennis. Just was not quite in the right position to accept that pass. And it's still pinballing around. Still loose. Nacho is in on the act as well. Now goes underneath the foot of Marquez. And Steinwasser. Comets have one player back.
And it's going to get a two. Oh, 2-minute penalty. He thought about it, and then he changed his mind. Ryan Sikic was holding on to that ball. Actually, I thought Lennis was going to steal this clean. Check this out from behind. Ryan Sikic had his hand on the card, thought about it, put the card back in the pocket.
Woo, woo.
I will be doing an under review read here in the fourth quarter, so we'll get there.
Yep. Wonder how he reviews his own play.
So that's interesting because he wasn't on this past week. He had a controversial call, so he sent in the relief team. We'll talk about that in the fourth quarter.
Under 7. And here's Tony Walls. Jacob Garza has got him pinned up against the glass. Walls still with the ball. Gets it back to Sanchez. Sanchez sends a blistering shot in there. Saved by Coronado. Huffman on the rebound for a second chance, goes up into the netting, and Pino shaking up a little bit on the play.
Earlier the replay there, that release is just so quick. Good save by Coronado, and Huffman could not convert on the rebound. I think we're going to get our media timeout here.
Okay, well, let's take a break. 6:37 left to play in the third. Milwaukee leading 5-4 over Kansas City. Glad to have you here. We'll be right back.
DM Law. Because whether you have a $10,000 fender bender or a multi-million-dollar case, we'll fight to get you every dollar you deserve. A client of ours was in a wreck and had a minor head injury. We were still able to put over $23,000 in his pocket. Another client of ours had a severe leg injury, and we got them $1.1 million.
Big case or small, Mike's got this.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, call me. I've got this.
Hurt in a car wreck? Call 405-900-9000.
Bonavia at Withers Farm, brand new 1 and 2 bedroom apartments in Liberty, and the exclusive housing partner of your Kansas City Comets. Enjoy modern luxury living. From spacious walk-in closets to a 24-hour fitness center, we have you covered. And yes, your pets are welcome too. Stop by or visit us online to schedule a tour of your brand new luxury home at the Bonavia at Withers Farm.
Welcome back to the Cable Dama Arena. Third quarter action here. 6:37 left in the quarter. 5-4 Kansas City behind the Wave just by 1, but it has been an absolutely tight match, much like a tennis match, watching the goals go back and forth. But I would be remiss if I did not take this moment to congratulate my good buddy, Nick Vasos. It is his game. It has been his week, and 30 years of supporting indoor soccer here in Kansas City is part of why we are a World Cup city. So congratulations to my buddy, Nick. Sending it back up to you and Eric in the booth.
Lux, thank you so much. I appreciate the work you've done for us last couple of years. You're a terrific addition to our broadcast team. I really appreciate you and Eric and everyone in the Comets organization. It's been a really special week for me, and I don't think I can say thank you enough. It's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate everyone who's taken part and having fun, and really what is a celebration of all of us. So thank you. I appreciate it. We have got a good one here going on the blue turf. Comets trail by 1. Here's Acosta. He shoots on the near post. That one looked pretty good. Vandegrift with a rocket off the glass. No good. Acosta a second chance. That one blocked by Coria. Comets maintain possession. Vandegrift will go off. And Pino comes back on. Guerrero was shaking up a little bit on the other end of the field into Zach Reggett. Zach back to Acosta.
Good block. That was on target, too. I think Willie B might have saved it, but good job by, I think that was Stuart Grable on that block.
5 minutes and 38 seconds to play in the third. Milwaukee out shooting Kansas City 18-17. It's been that close. Here's Lennis to Pino. Back to Mikey. Now front and center, Tetsane. Near side, Marquez. Marquez wanted a handball on Asqueta. It deflects over to Coria. Comets applying pressure to try to win the ball back. Coria forward to Asqueta. He chases it into the corner. Milwaukee going for changes.
Good job by Asqueta to just hold on to the ball, get 4 more teammates onto the field, bring it back, instead of losing the ball and seeing Kansas City go in the transition.
Here's Alvarez. Super Mario has a goal and an assist this afternoon. He pops one in for Huffman. Huffman goes off the boards. He shoots. It's Alvarez. He has 2 goals and an assist this afternoon. Walla Scora all set up by Huff the Stuff Derek Huffman.
Alvarez with the entry pass, and he makes a run in between 2 Comets players. Walla Scora. Milwaukee Wave lead the league in Wallace scorer goals, and you can just see good angle on that pass from Huffman. Hit nowhere Coronado can get it, and a good run by Alvarez to follow his initial pass. Just got between defenders. He knew where he was headed. 6-4 Wave.
All right, Alvarez, number 7 on the year. And for Derek Huffman, that's his first point in this 25-26 MASL season. 6-4. That's the biggest lead any team has had this afternoon. Reggett lets it roll through. He thought maybe Francis might be there. The Wave able to get it into Willie B. Willie B out to Alvarez.
And 2 guys wide open, including Crane and Sanchez.
Here comes Sanchez. Maybe. No. Ramirez steps in front. Sanchez from behind almost got his 3rd. Wow. When you least expect it, expect it.
And Coach Stefan Stokic cannot be happy to see 2 Wave players unguarded right in front of Julio Coronado. That could have, should have been 7-4 Wave. Another foul there from Marquez. Easy one for Ryan Sigas to call right in front of him.
Right now, head coach Stefan Stokic had his arms folded across his chest. He is the man in black, standing on top of the bench right now, looking over his team. Coronado.
If the other team earns a goal, great, that happens. But if you give them a goal, either by losing your man or kicking the ball out of bounds and giving up a top-of-the-arc restart, that's something you don't want to see as a coach. No foul call. He got all ball, according to Sigic.
Here comes Pino. He drives it back into Comet territory to Acosta. Acosta to Lennis. Lennis took a couple of touches, but Ferdinand is there. Ferdinand got, apparently did no foul there, so here we go, back the other way. Pino will play it off the boards, back to Reggett, front and center. Zach tees one up from downtown. That one blocked by Escueta. Another drive by Acosta. Goes high. Lennis settles it on the turf. Comets will bring some fresh legs out. Here comes Marcel Berry. Here's Lennis. Lennis shoots. Berry shoots. He's got it. No, it's Tetsane. Tetsane brings the Comets to within one. It's 6-5.
Lennis asking for the ball. Camped out far left. So he's like, fine, I'll get this started. Cuts inside. Shot safe. Sometimes it's just an issue of being in the right place at the right time in indoor soccer. Lennis takes the shot. Saved by Bonahene.
Tetsane, number 5 on the year.
We saw St. Louis score a similar goal last week against the Comets. Same kind of situation. When you crash the goal, good things happen. 6-5.
Things once again tightening up. We've got 2:34 left to play in the third. Sia Tetsane, we featured him in the pregame spotlight. One of the offensive defenders in this MASL. Offensive-minded defenders, I should be correct about that.
And both he and Mario Alvarez on the score sheet, too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So last time Milwaukee won an MASL championship was in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last time these two teams have played on this day, and we'll talk about that here coming up in a few minutes.
Okay. Into Marquez. Marquez surrounded by yellow jerseys, turns, fires. A second try, save. Willie B.
Tetsane looking for his second right there. Willie B just came up big. And once again.
Willie B, big arm, throws it nearly the length of the field. Here's Ramirez. Comets playing with a bit more urgency now.
Good job
Marquez
by Walls.
battling with Walls. And both teams play on. Walls and Marquez were giving each other the business, and both teams play on. Alvarez rolls it right up Main Street to Ferdinand. A giveaway back to the Comets. Ferdinand shows a bit of frustration there as Milwaukee scrambles back defensively. Both Steinwasser brothers are out there on the floor along with Max Ferdinand, Alvarez, and Tony Walls. Tetsane over to Pino. Almost to Lennis, who was making a run to the far post. Lennis using that speed. Turns and faces Javi Steinwasser. Back to Rian Marquez. Now over to Nacho. Under a minute to play in the third. Comets trail by 1. Lennis trying to split the defense. Nacho all the way back to Coronado. Julio now to Lennis. Lennis will try the left side. Bounces off the boards to Marquez. Rian, couple of touches now to his left. Stiff arms a defender away. Banks off the boards. Now a volley shot by Nacho. Blocked by Alex Steinwasser. Fans wanted a call there on that one. Meanwhile, here's Pino. Pino's on his horse. Into Rian. Back to Pino. Pino outside to Francis. Dom gets the ball back and rolls it back to Coronado. 10 seconds left. See if the Comets might be able to get one more shot off. That one blocked. Now Nacho to Pino. He heads it right on goal. And Willie B is there to save it. And that's the end of the third quarter. That is the end of the third. Very entertaining game so far. And at the end of 3, Milwaukee maintains a 1-goal lead. It is 6-5. The final 15 minutes in the fourth quarter are coming up next. Stay right here. This is
At Furniture Options, we make it easy to get comfortable fast. From individuals to businesses, we provide stylish, ready-to-live-in furniture within 2 business days. Choose your package, set your schedule. We'll take care of the heavy lifting. Furniture Options. Temporary furniture. Real comfort. Visit FurnitureOptions.com to get started.
Nobody does sports medicine like OSI does, which is why we are now the official sports medicine provider of the Kansas City Comets. We believe in a comprehensive, whole-person approach to medical care. We put in the work off the field so our players can succeed on the field.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
Clear vision is so important for everything I do, on and off the field. I'm Zach Reggett, forward for the Kansas City Comets. We are super excited to partner with Silverstein Eye Centers as the official eye care provider for the Kansas City Comets.
I'm Dr. Steve Silverstein. We would love to show you what eye care should be. Please call us to schedule an appointment or visit our website at silversteineyecenters.com.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and MASL Arena on X. And partner, there's been a lot of Nick Bassos love over the third quarter. A lot of videos, a lot of nice comments from people who have known you throughout the years, including Christian Philly Philemon, whom you got to call some games with last year, and all sorts of people chiming in to congratulate you. Your phone's been blowing up.
It has. I've heard from Wild West Wade, Shane Stedman, Jim Schwab, the Rocket, Kim Runfed. I've heard from Blast owner Ed Hale.
Yeah.
So thank you all. It's been a great day. They've had a great day, Eric, and I'm glad you and the fans will be able to share in it all with me. Appreciate it. Milwaukee leading 6-5 over the Comets. Milwaukee trying to keep pace with San Diego, who got another 3 points this afternoon up in Utica against the Riggies. So San Diego on 16 points and Milwaukee with 13 currently. If they're able to win, they'll maintain their second place position, but it'll inch closer to Kansas City, who has 18 points currently.
And a big weekend next week, and Kansas City has Tacoma here Friday night. Milwaukee hosting San Diego. Did I say that? The 16-time champion San Diego Sockers Saturday night, and then they turn around. Kansas City flies up to Milwaukee for a Sunday afternoon game. So next weekend could shift the balance of power quite a bit.
Interesting how things like just all of a sudden ratcheting up. So here we go. Fourth quarter is underway. Milwaukee moves it right to left. Milwaukee in their all yellow jerseys, tops, shorts, and socks. Kansas City in all red. Into the corner, and Vandegrift lifts it away.
Seeing the little things you may or not see in the score or in the stat sheets. Vandegrift recognizing the pass was going near side, stepped away from his mark, who's Max Ferdinand, to collect that ball. That's just veteran presence in the back.
Vandegrift, who came into this game leading the league in blocks with 32. Vandegrift in his 12th season from St. Louis, has played for the Ambush and the Wave.
Florida Tropics.
And the Florida Tropics. And now here in Kansas City. Walls gets tripped up. No call. Both teams play on. Tetsane Still going forward. He is tripped up and a foul called on Ludwig.
Oh, the Wave fans or Wave bench isn't going to like that. Ludwig thought he got ball. Free kick for the Comets.
Here's Reggett. Oh, nope, he's not going to take it. Nacho's coming on. Comets will set up their restart.
Once again, left-footed options.
Natsani let it roll through to Reggett. Down to Acosta, now to Zach. It's a little too high, couldn't get set up on that one. Milwaukee kicks it away. Acosta goes down to the seat of his pants to try to save it. And Asqueta able to get it up to Alex Steinwasser. Steinwasser sends it into the corner. Coronado is there for the Comets.
Tom Francis made a run on the near side, didn't get the ball past to him, and was a little bit exasperated there, looking to start the transition for the Comets.
Coronado rolls it forward for Zach. Zach trying to get past Asqueta. Good play there by Sean Asqueta. They call him the Squid in Milwaukee. And then forward down to Correa. Correa sends it around the boards. Dangerous ball there with Huffman lurking in the box. Comets trying to get it out of their last third. Francis just clears the zone. Comets will go for changes. Barry comes on. Andreas comes on. So does Ramirez and Nacho. Pino is out there as well, too. So a defensive-looking team out there on the field right now for the Comets. Here's Barry. Poked away. Andreas. He increases his gait. Gets it over to Nacho on the far side. Nacho goes off glass. And Alvarez was there to clear it away.
After the fireworks we witnessed here last game, I expected a little bit more aggressive play here. It's been fairly tame.
Off the boards. Oh, right out in front. Marquez could not put the boot on that one to get it on target.
Tony Walls can't believe there was no foul on Marquez for pushing him off.
Now Marquez tried to turn. He goes down.
Once again, look who tracked back defensively. Derek Huffman.
Ball loose now, Ramirez. He goes off the glass, out front. It goes in. No goal.
Ball touched the net. The ball touched the net. I think the replay will show it. I don't know if we have it on the replay. But that was, the whistle had blown right away. Let's take a look at this. Ramirez with Huffman battling.
Okay, no, that's glass.
I'm not sure what they saw. I think, unless they called a foul, he might have whistled for the foul on Huffman before, and it was dead because it absolutely did not hit the net.
Okay. Now Nacho will shoot. Willie B makes the save. Now Nacho again, and that one deflects off of Milwaukee and goes out of bounds.
That one absolutely hit the net. Martin blew his whistle pretty quickly, and I thought that was ball out of play, but I think he called a foul.
Comets thought they had the equalizer there. Now they're going to have to go back to work here, trailing by a goal. 11 minutes and 52 seconds left to play in this game. Here's Mikey Lennis. Lennis touches it on over to Leo Acosta. Zach Reggett comes back out on the floor. Marquez goes off. Here's Acosta. Acosta over to Francis. His shot bangs off the glass and goes out of bounds.
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV on YouTube and CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastiabansky and Phil Levanco are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. No idea who will be their guest tomorrow night, Nick. Unless it's you and you didn't tell me.
No.
You're not?
No.
Okay, I'm just checking. Opportunity here. Walls in the middle.
Ferdinand had a first half goal. Max in his 16th year of professional indoor soccer. Comes near side for Sanchez. The dangerous Sanchez goes to the seat of his pants.
3-on-2 opportunity.
Here come the Comets. Nacho leads the break. Nacho out wide to Lennis. Lennis shoots off the boards. Nobody home for KC.
Part of the problem on the break is two players broke in the same direction, so Nacho did not have two options there.
Here's the counter. Here's Ludwig down the left side. Ludwig off the boards. And that one kicked away by Francis. Francis wanted to run. Instead gets to Nacho. Nacho to Marquez, just coming off. Marquez still going forward. Marquez, he's got some space. Marquez still going forward, falls down. Will he be? Marquez beside himself.
So Milwaukee wants an elbow on Marquez here, and they can't believe it, but they've used their challenge flag. I was thinking right after that Milwaukee would challenge if Kansas City scored, but they don't have a challenge there. They can't believe that nothing was called. And then the other way, Willie B defensively stops Marquez, and we'll see. The referees do have some discretion here.
Ryan
They're going to have a
Sigich.
conversation here. Watch this. Here comes Marquez. Oh,
this is four. Yeah, we need the.
There's a save. Good. Stuck a foot out to stop that.
Yep.
That was a clean play. It's the play before. I don't know if we have that on replay. We are looking at the Milwaukee bench.
Yeah, let's do that, guys. We're chatting with our Cable Dahmer Arena crew, and we'll be able to give our audience here. Here it is. Take a look at this.
So here's Marquez. We'll see if they take a look at it.
Yeah. So that was for our viewers at home. Just a controversial play there. Let's see what they decide. Ryan Sigich and Brian Martin have been talking about it, and
I feel like this is the appropriate time to say this. Disagree with the call tonight? You might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review with Phil Levanco and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. You asked partner what happens when Sigich is on the hot seat.
Yeah.
He brings in Rich Grady. So Rich Grady has been calling this game for a long time. Diagnosed the play where Nick Pereira scored against Berto Palmer and Empire, and the review there on the field took the goal away for a handball. And what's interesting about videos is 50% of the fans, in this case 65% of the fans, thought it was no handball, but I think that was mainly San Diego fans who were upset about that.
Right.
Rich Grady agreed with the call. Handball, no goal.
So here we go. Steinwasser in off the boards. Now another block by Tetsane. Tetsane with a career high in blocks so far this year. Came into this game with 21. Big play there by Tetsane. Now Alex Steinwasser walking it in to his brother, Javi. It's a duo Steinwasser.
Wallace Scora.
And the Wave leads 7-5.
They do this so well. Good ball movement. This is Walls. Team Steinwasser, look at him make the run. Gets past the nudge off of Barry Wallace. Scora. They lead the league. 11 Wallace Scoras so far.
What a play.
Good body movement there. Around Coronado. 7-5 Wave.
Big goal there to Milwaukee. 2-goal lead. 10:09 left to play in the game.
Transition game's huge, Nick.
So the Comets' hole gets just a little bit deeper. Javi gets a goal. His younger brother, Alex, had one in the first quarter.
We talked with Marcio Leite here before the game in December, and he had mentioned that although he played for two legendary coaches in Milwaukee, his style was going to be just a little bit different than his predecessor, Giuliano Olivero. Transition game has been huge for them this season. And you talked about all the players who were out. They're still winning by 2 goals.
Here's Andreos. Kicked away. Acosta runs on the ball. Acosta touches it.
Foul on Ludwig. Take a look at the replay here. Acosta wants to step in. Easy call. Free kick Comets.
That is the third foul on Ludwig. He'll have to be careful not to get his 4th. That'll be a blue card if he does. Restart to Kansas City. Nacho behind the ball. He's got Tetsane to his right. Here's Nacho. To the corner. Acosta. Acosta draws a crowd. Acosta avoids one player, then gets fouled again. And that one's on Stuart Grable.
The two hands in the air is usually a giveaway, right? Good battle there, Correa and Acosta. Acosta's going to try to cut through. Knee to knee.
Another chance here for the Comets, who trail by 2. Shots just about even. Here's Tetsane to the corner. Acosta shoots. That whistles across the goal mouth. Comes all the way back out to Reggett. Zach to the center circle. On over to Marquez. Rion Marquez into Nacho. That one taken away by the Wave.
Here come the Steinwashers again.
Here they come. It's Alex with the ball. Alex still going forward. Alex shoots, then Javi scores! Team Steinwasher again. It's 8-5.
Transition game has been sensational there. Good step. And here come the Steinwashers down the other way. 2-on-1, 2-on-2. Cuts the ball back post. Good things happen when you hang out at the back post. 8-5, and if you're the Kansas City Comets, where is that 6th attacker jersey? Because you're going to need it really, really soon.
The coat has come off of head coach Stefan Stokic. There's Javi Steinwasher. They have hooked up on the last 2 goals here in the fourth quarter. 2 critical goals that have given the Wave a 3-goal lead. And there is 8:36 to play. The Comets pull one back. It's Zach Reggett. He says we're not done yet. It's 8-6, 8:35 to go.
Ball starts with Pino. He goes diagonal into the corner. Little battle in the boards. Reggett, first time. Read that really well off the wall. Take a look at this one more time. Ball bounces off the glass. Not an official Wallace score. Oh, I couldn't tell who it hit up front, whether it was his teammate or a Milwaukee player, but Reggett says that's mine. 8-6.
16 on the year. That's a hat trick for Zach Reggett. Comets still have work to do here. 8.5 to play in the game, and the Comets trail by 2. They go back to work here, win the ball away from Milwaukee. It's Andreos stiff-arming Asqueta away. Plays it back to Coronado, over to Pino. Pino forward across the half line, but it's Sanchez who comes up with the ball. Pino coming up with the assist. And for Pino, that is assist number 5 on the season. Ramirez coming up with the loose ball. Leaves it for Pino. Now Francis chips it into the right wing corner. Chasing it there is Ramirez. Goes over to Marquez. Now Francis rolls one in, deflecting in. Ball loose out front. And cleared away by Milwaukee. Steinwasher kicked it out. That's going to be
the glass.
Did it hit? Okay, so it'll stay right there in front of the bench. Let's catch our breath. We have got a media timeout with 7:38 left to play in this game. 2 goals separate these two teams. Milwaukee leading 8-6. Stay with us.
Kansas City Comets will be playing back at home on January 16th, 7:05, taking on the Tacoma Stars, seeing them in Kansas City for the first time. Nick and Eric, 7:38 left in this game, 8-6, Wave up. What do you think?
Just trying to catch our breath, Lux. This has been a good one, as we suspected. Anytime these two teams get together, we have seen some unbelievable games over the years. That one, not so much.
Speaking of over the years, the last time they played on January 11th was 2019, the Comets winning 7-6 in Milwaukee. Leo Gibson scored twice, including his 200th regular season goal as a Comet. Here's some names. Ramon Palmer and James Togba each scored twice as well.
Wow. Comets trying to take it away in Milwaukee's last third. Alex Steinwasser is there. It comes off to Max Ferdinand. Ferdinand gets it over to Alex Steinwasser. Had it poked away by Andreas. Now Vandergrift, ball pinballing around. Lennox goes down and a foul called on Alex Steinwasser. Here's another look at it. Actually, that's going to go against Max Ferdinand.
Inadvertent. Sometimes body parts just collide. Foot on ankle.
Here's Marquez at the other end. Rion shoots. And Rion! Top shelf! Where Grandma keeps the cookies. Marquez hits it home. 8-7.
Off the restart, Nacho's going to go long. One touch there and a cut inside. And a deflection. That's quite wants to call for a push-off. I think they were both using their hands. We got a ball game again, partner.
Woo! Here we go. Marquez gets his first goal on the afternoon. He had an assist in the first half for Marquez. That is number 12 on the year.
Off the ball, Coronado's hurt. Fans are asking questions. I didn't see anything there, in case you're wondering.
Okay.
We'll see what the issue is, and we'll see if Philip Ejimadu decides to warm up here.
Well,
let's take a look
I
at
think
it.
he's going to have to, because if the...
I think he just came...
Did he hit...
I think it's his hand.
Maybe his hand? That's...
Maybe.
You can't tell if it's his elbow or his hand.
Maybe his shoulder?
Yeah, she's popping it. Looks like they're popping it back in, maybe. Separated.
Oh.
It looks rough.
Yeah, even if Coronado is okay, since the trainer came out, he would have to go off, and Ejimadu is coming into this game. That was the new rule that was implemented last year. You can see the trainer trying to, looks like she's trying to pop it back into place. Oh, my goodness.
And it didn't look like even a major collision.
No,
and
yeah.
It just looked like it popped. So Ejimadu, who was first team All-League last year as a goalkeeper.
Oh, there it went. You just saw it right there. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my. That is tough. Coronado will have to come out. Ejimadu will stay on.
Good work there by Maria Mosquera.
Yeah.
Head athletic trainer. Came to Kansas City. Previously in the Philadelphia Union organization in MLS. And we've been hearing great things about her work from the coaching staff, players too.
Ejimadu leads the league in wins. Coming back out there into this game for Ejimadu. He'll be making his 10th game appearance. So here we go. Under 7 to play. Comets trail by 1. New goalkeeper in there. Here's Alvarez. Alvarez to Huffman. Huffman, the Bluebirds ring out. Kansas City wins the ball. Tetsane gets it to a racing Andreos. Milwaukee is able to collapse their defense, catch up, and first a foul called against Kansas City.
It's not too often you get to see, and a 2 minute on Barry. called by Ryan Sigich across field. We'll take a look at this. Takeaway. Berry comes in. Yeah.
Oh.
Martin looked at it. The blue came out there too, but I definitely saw Ryan Sigich call 2-minute penalty. They're going to challenge it right here.
And, yep.
And we'll get another look and listen with tonight's refereeing crew as they take a look at this potential 2-minute penalty on Marcel Berry.
So
calls a 2-minute power play against Kansas City for reckless tackle. The plays under review. Kansas City challenge.
And once again, our new feature, you'll hear.
Okay.
Oh, Sigich is going on.
Press this to talk. Which one? Can you hear me? Okay, we're looking at that tackle there. Let's look at it at full speed. And let's take it down to 50%. Actually, take it to 25. I want to try to stop it when there's contact.
Oh, Grable stepped on Berry's foot. Berry stepped on his foot.
Stop it when the point, stop it, slow it, frame by frame. And pause it, stop it.
Okay.
Well, they took off the headset.
He did. So, to me, here we go. We're going to get the call. To me, it looked like Grable stepped on Marcel Berry's foot.
Well, Marcel Berry agrees with you because you could hear him in the background saying he stepped on my foot.
Yeah. So here we go. Here's the call.
After review, there is no blue card on the play.
Well, fans, you saw it and you heard it here on today's broadcast. And,
that's how it's supposed to work.
Hope that we start seeing this feature across the league. We're excited to formally debut it today, but you hear what they're discussing in real time and get a little bit more of the unvarnished decision-making process in terms of how they got there.
Interesting how referees say they want to see to full speed, 50% or 25%, and how they go about deciding that. There's Marcio Leite, the head coach of the Milwaukee Wave, pleading with Ryan Sigich.
Yeah, it was a yellow card on the coach. Nobody needs to serve that one. So Ludwig was going to take one for the team, and he runs back. That's just a simple fine from the league office at some point coming up soon.
So both teams remain even strength. It's Kansas City's ball, 6.5 to play. Comets trail by 1. Big turning point here in that one. And that play just reviewed and went in the Comets' favor.
You have to think that's going to be an under review this week.
100%.
Especially since Phil Levanko called us out at the end of last Friday's broadcast about us being in the ears of referees. We are not in the ears of referees, except maybe before the game telling jokes.
Here's Nacho. Now Reggett bouncing one in. Nacho swinging over to the right wing corner. A trio of yellow jerseys join in, including Max Ferdinand, who comes out with the ball. Max Ferdinand leaves it for Sanchez. Sanchez weaving his way through traffic across the half line. Hits off a Comet player, goes out of bounds. Milwaukee ball, 5:40 to play.
Another good opportunity for Milwaukee on the counterattack. Huffman was going wide right. Acosta stuck out a foot, put the ball out of play. 5:40 left. A few more goals possible here.
Intensity is ratcheting up. Back to Walls, front and center. Near side Alvarez. Super Mario. On back to Tony Walls.
If you're Milwaukee, you want to stretch this out, make Kansas City chase you, and then look for Huffman potentially one-on-one in the corner.
Will he be?
Not the ball that they needed.
Pino sends it back to Willie B. Takes it off the glass. Holding it. Now rolling it out. Here comes pressure from Kansas City. Correa. Pushed a couple of times from behind by Andorreos. Forward it comes to Crane. Pino steps in front of Crane. Good defensive strength there by Pino to shield away big-bodied Kyle Crane. Here's Tetsane of the Comets. On over to Marquez. Popped back to Francis. Over to Pino. Pino will play it forward to Marquez. And Willie B goes over Marquez.
They're going to call the foul
on Marquez.
I couldn't tell whether his hands were out of the box at the time. Let's take a look at this on the replay. I don't think you can challenge this because they called the foul there. But watch where he ends up. I couldn't tell if his hand.
Oh, I think he's within
the box.
Yeah, he's in the box.
Yep.
And you can tell the intensity. Marquez took a shot to his back. And that's Marquez's third foul.
One more, and it's a 2-minute penalty against Rion Marquez, so he's got to be careful, but with 4.5 minutes left. Comets need to pull one back.
Bonahene throws it out to Ferdinand. Ferdinand turns, tries to get past Francis, Vandergriff, who steps in, and a foul called on Ferdinand. That's Max's second. Ludwig for Milwaukee has 3 fouls as well. He's not out on the floor right now. Here
Coronado
comes
back in goal.
And yeah, wow. Talk about tough. Here's Reggett. Reggett turns, flicks it back. Lennis, who wasn't expecting that, cleared away, held in by Vandergriff.
Thought we were watching the Empire Strikers for a moment, seeing Coronado way out front with the ball. Opportunity here on the counterattack, once again for the Wave.
Here comes Alex Steinwasser, who shoots, and that one deflects wide. Rebound out front and center to Huffman. Here's Alvarez. Alvarez kicks it into the corner for Huffman. Goes over the top of Huffman, who turns and fires at a foul called on Tetsane.
On Vandergriff.
Sorry about that. Yep,
Vandergriff.
Vandergriff.
Right outside the box. Good turn there by Huffman.
Vandergriff will stay on.
It's be a really interesting time for a timeout. You score a goal here, and it's all sorts of trouble for Kansas City. They have serious options outside the box.
Shot right into the wall, deflects over to the near side. Pino clears it out. Walls holds it in. Wave with the ball, leading by 1. Walls pulls it back, couple of touches off the boards, and that one will easily roll into Coronado and a timeout called. Timeout, 3:13 to play in the game, and we'll keep it right here as Kansas City has now outshot Milwaukee 35-27. Wave leading 8-7.
Just another typical Kansas City-Milwaukee game. You've called many over the years. Are there any Milwaukee-Kansas City games that stick out to you? I know it's a lot of years, but
it is. The comeback, one bite of the elephant.
2019-20 season.
Yeah. And that one stands out. There's been several playoff games that have been just
Andorreos scoring against the 6 attacker.
Yes.
Yeah, so if memory serves me right, so this is in the playoffs 2 seasons ago. Kansas City with a 1-0 lead. They come back here. They are winning like 5-1, and Milwaukee goes 6 attacker, and they just came back. Decided let's just leave the 6 attacker out there, even though we're tied. And Andorreos steals the ball at midfield, gets the ball past Super Mario, who is playing 6 attacker. This place went absolutely berserk, and the Comets wound up going to the final and lost to Chihuahua Savage that year.
Yep. So here we go. 3:13 to go. Out there for KC, Nacho, Acosta, Francis, Reggett, and Marquez.
That was probably my favorite because it was a really strategic move to go 6 attacker, and then the thought was, okay, do we stick with the 6 attacker, or do we play a conservative? And I thought it was a gutsy call, but you trust your team.
Oh, Reggett almost got it over Willie B, who flew into the air like Superman to snare that one. Under 3 to play. Marquez will let it bounce back a little. Willie B is back in there. Ejimadu, sorry. Ejimadu. Controlled by the Wave.
And I think it's more about his arm and getting Kansas City started on the transition game.
Marquez shields away Alex Steinwasser. Ejimadu's got it. Out to Marquez. Marquez gets by Alex, still going forward. Slots it through, looking for Francis, but right to Asqueta.
And he's being really careful out there, Marquez is, not to pick up his 4th foul, which would result in a 2-minute penalty. 6 attacker time for Kansas City. Here comes Lucia Tetsane.
Tetsane on there with the blue jersey. 6th attacker on, 2 minutes to play. Comets need an equalizer. Milwaukee trying to take the full 3 points in regulation. 1:50 to go, 1-5-0. Acosta to Tetsane. Acosta looking for a passing partner. Gets it out to Marquez. Marquez far post shot. Save! Willie B! Save of the game! Francis put it on target and Willie B kept it out. 1:26 to play. Comets push forward again. Tetsane over to Acosta. Back to Lucia. Acosta. Fans on their feet. Coming up on the final minute. Here's Reggett. Over to Acosta. Tetsane, right side. Reggett. Now Tetsane. 52 seconds left to play in the game. Right side Reggett. Now Tetsane. Here's Marquez. Into Nacho. Kicked out of bounds. Top of the arc restart, Kansas City.
Oh, they've got another timeout available to them. They're 6 attacker here. This would be a really good opportunity to draw up the best possible play.
Reggett. Timeout. Timeout, Kansas City. Game on the line. 42 seconds left to play. And let's see what Kansas City comes up with. Trailing by 1. Comets have been trailing since late in the second quarter when Sanchez gave the Wave a 4-3 lead. Comets got it level early in the third at 4, only to see Milwaukee lead 6-5 at the end of 3. And then it was Team Steinwasser early in the fourth with 2 goals to extend Milwaukee's lead 8-5. Kansas City has pulled 2 back. A goal by Reggett, another one by Marquez, and an opportunity here to get a 3rd straight for Kansas City to level this game at 8.
Breathe a little bit, partner.
I know. So I also noticed, just in looking at all the scores from around, there's only been just a handful of games that have been decided by more than 3 goals. Most of these games you're going to find are 2 goals or less in this league, and that is just how competitive with the contraction of the league has made everybody just that much better. And we've been seeing close games throughout the season.
I talked to Coach Stokic on Thursday at a little event celebrating you, and he said it's a little early to call games must-win games because you still have time to go on a run at the end of the season. But he also notices the Comets are almost at the halfway point, so Time for them to really get focused.
Tetsane flicks it to Nacho. Save, Willie B. Comets get it back. Acosta. Here's Marquez out front. 35 seconds left. And cleared away by Milwaukee. Comets hold it on a half line. Here's Reggett. Reggett on the far side to Acosta. Now Tetsane, 20 seconds to play in the game. Here is Acosta. Acosta, he's still trying to get it into Marquez, who goes down. No call. Acosta turns and fires. 8 seconds left. Reggett gets it back. He shoots that one wide with 3. We've got a whistle. And there is a challenge flag has been thrown by Stefan Stokic.
We'll see exactly what they're challenging. We'll hear about it too.
So here comes Brian Martin and Ryan Sigich.
Kansas City is challenging for a potential penalty kick.
Okay, we're going to look at the challenge in the box. Play it full speed first.
Brian Martin on the headset.
%. Where
the contact is.
Okay, do we have a different angle that we can catch? 50%.
No, not that angle, the other one.
Okay. Go back to the other angle and play it at 25%.
Stop.
See if we can stop that just before. Go back to point of contact and play it frame by frame. Can we zoom in there at all? Okay, nope, as close as it gets.
Okay.
You have any other angle that we can look at? Do you have any other angle besides the 2 we've already seen? Okay, just play it through at 50. Thank you.
Okay.
For me, that's not a penalty kick. They may decide it's a foul. Problem for the Comets is there's only 1 second left, but what I don't recall is whether some time dripped off as the ball was going out of play. But with 1 second left, even if they get the ball there, it's got to be a quick shot.
After review, there is no penalty kick. However, there is a foul outside of the penalty area.
It's got to be a quick. You either have to shoot this immediately or it's got to be a quick pass. 1 second left.
1 second left. If you're a Comet fan, you're saying, so there's still a chance. I bet you Zach Reggett and Nacho are talking about time left on the clock.
Milwaukee would love to call a timeout right now, but it's not their ball. So this has to be a really quick pass because they're putting 4 in the wall for this purpose.
They've added a second. They've added a second.
Still has to be a quick pass, just not necessarily as quick as with 1 second.
The Comets score. We are headed into overtime. Nacho fakes it. Tetsane, no. Acosta, shot. And it's a goal. No, it's not.
What a save by Willie B off the line.
My goodness. What a save. Game over. Milwaukee wins an instant classic between the Comets.
Looked like this was going in. Headed.
Oh!
That actually wasn't going on goal, but Willie B, he volleyballs it away, so there's no other rebound. Back post, touch off the defender.
Oh.
big win for Milwaukee.
They get the 3 points, and they stay tied with the San Diego Sockers for second. Comets come up empty, but still lead the MASL with 18 points. Milwaukee now with 16. Another classic between Kansas City and Milwaukee. What a game.
We're going to hear from the winning goalkeeper, William Bonahene, with Lux.
Let's go down to Lux right now. She's with Willie B. Lux.
Congratulations, Willie, on the win. You were standing on your head, flying through the air, stopping literally everything. How do you feel?
I mean, it was just a team win. Once again, big blocks, squid with the big block at the end, big goals at big moments, and that's just what this is all about.
Anything specifically you felt went well for the team this evening?
I think it's adversity, right? We were missing Ian, we're missing Oscar, we're missing Ricky. We're just down a little bit. Some guys had to step up. We got an injury early, so we just had to just fight through it.
Second win against the Kansas City Comets. How do you think you're going to take this momentum into the next match?
I think we're just doing it one game at a time. We got San Diego on Friday or Saturday or something, and then we play KC again at our house. So we're just going to go home, enjoy the win for the bus ride home, and then back to work on Tuesday.
Fantastic game. Congratulations, and we'll see you again in Milwaukee. Nick and Eric.
All right, thanks a lot, Lux. The Milwaukee Wave, 8-7 victors over the Kansas City Comets. What a game. We'll take a break. Eric and I will come back, and we'll wrap it up from Cable Dahmer Arena in just a moment.
To everyone who finds joy in a great meal, we'd love to see you at Culver's.
What makes us happy is making you happy.
Our menu is handcrafted to have something for everyone.
Everyone.
My favorite, the Butter Burger Deluxe.
Definitely cheese curds.
Chocolate frozen custard.
From the juiciest bites to the sweetest scoops.
We'll make all your favorites fresh.
Fresh.
Fresh just for you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
With the one in there and almost deflected. Shot in the goal! It is Nacho! Comets win game one! He does their game winner! For the Dudes and for the Sword! And he scores!
Zach Reggett had the hat trick for Kansas City, but it wasn't enough as Milwaukee wins 8-7. The Wave improved to 5-1-2. Kansas City falls to 6-3-2. The Comets have lost 3 straight games in excruciatingly close games, 2 to St. Louis in overtime, and this one 8-7 to Milwaukee.
So boxer Mike Tyson famously said everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Once you get hit, you got to figure out what are we going to do stepping forward. Next weekend, 2 games for the Comets. I think you're looking at must wins. Tacoma here, and you got to get some sort of result at Milwaukee next Sunday.
Yep, our next home game Friday, January 16th against the Tacoma Stars. That's going to do it for us here at Cable Dahmer Arena. For Lux Elzinga on Silverstein Ice Center's Field, my broadcast partner Eric Bergrud, and our great production staff, producer Devin Brower, Tristan Borelli, our director, replay Noah Lampson, Paul Stokes, Dylan Pluth, Drew Snyder, Steve Wagner. Thank you all. Good night from Cable Dahmer Arena.